UNC senior Jonah Mendes has loved soccer for a long time, from playing FIFA to following European leagues, but he's never had a local team to support.
As a kid, I was sort of like, oh, I like Manchester City because they're Carolina blue.
Mendes also follows Orlando's Major League Soccer team since North Carolina is in a soccer no man's land. North Carolina FC thinks that will help their MLS bid.
It actually bridges this gap between DC, which has an MLS team, and Atlanta, which is the newest expansion team. So we think we're a great fit in terms of geography.
NCFC hit a bump in the road last week when Raleigh wasn't named one of the 4 finalists for the next 2 expansion cities. But that doesn't mean all hope is lost.
I think a lot of people who don't know a lot about our MLS bid assume that we were out for the count, that we didn't make it. We weren't one of the first 2 teams, but actually there's 4 spots.
And in order to get one of those 2 spots, they're going to need a fancy new stadium.
They need to go to the MLS with a plan that has funding included and land and say, here's our plan, we're ready to implement it, we've got the land, we've got the funding, and now once you tell us we have an MLS franchise, we'll click the button and we'll be good to go.
I'm standing on the field here at Wake Med Soccer Park in Cary, North Carolina, the home stadium of NCFC where they play their USL games, the division below the MLS. Now, this stadium holds about 10,000 people, but that's not going to cut it in the MLS where the average games hold about 21,000 attendees.
A big part of the MLS success in many other cities has been a stadium that is geared toward the heartbeat of downtown.
Now, the proposed stadium would hold up to 22,000 people, and it would be built right here in downtown Raleigh on Capitol Boulevard. Right now, this is the North Carolina Department of Safety, and the NCFC group is trying to buy that from the state. Here's a rendering of what the stadium could look like, but it'll cost over $150 million not only to build it, but to relocate all the state employees.
They're not going to risk spending $150, $200 million on a stadium, build it, and then find out, oh, we're not coming to Raleigh.
It's kind of this waiting to see who shoots first in terms of if it gets built.
Dupree thinks Raleigh is one of the more attractive potential MLS hosts due to its fast-growing population.
And the demographics here, there's just so many young people and college kids and millennials and young professionals, and there seems to be a wave of momentum in this market building for MLS.
If Raleigh does end up receiving a team, it'll still be a few years until we see any soccer being played on the pitch.
Yeah, so we're looking at years here. We're looking into the 2020s is when it would happen, and if we get one of those 3 or 4 spots, it would definitely be not till after 2020.
NCFC is confident that if they build it, they will come. But Mendes might need a little extra convincing to change allegiance.
I wouldn't say I would ditch Orlando because I'm not a bandwagon fan like that. But I would definitely, I would go to support Raleigh.
In Raleigh, I'm Nathan Bernstein, Carolina Week.
Or run. But both running and playing defense are